I think I have a bit of time for my last question, which I really want to ask. Everyone is talking about AI these days, Why should we not talk about it? I think we should also talk. So I think recently you have written about embodied AI at some point, right? And I was wondering, where do you see, like, what kind of opportunities or maybe threats do you see in combining touch with embodied AI systems? Just your brief overview of this, if you have any.
Yeah, so I have to admit,
that.
I'm a little bit of an AI skeptic. So I think that's also the project that we had on Embodied AI was also to do with diversity, equity, and inclusion and social justice with a wonderful group of people. But I think one of the things to always realize that artificial intelligence, it's not artificial because it's based on the actual work of people. And it's not really intelligent.
Exactly.
So I think there's all kinds of images when we talk about AI, and our university does it as well. So I was walking past the banner of one of the opening events for the academic year, and there's this very prototypical female robotic character that's supposed to represent artificial intelligence. And I think that's at least in the way we think about these large language models, is we tend to anthropomorphize them. Exactly. And if you then start adding haptics to it, do you then create a very strange kind of added layer of anthropomorphization where all of a sudden we're thinking about, can AI touch another person to calm them down, for example, in a hospital setting? And I would be very, very skeptical of these kinds of applications. So personally, I would like to see also from our side more critical perspectives on what AI actually is. And being very careful about slapping it on project proposals as a buzzword, for example. So I would say I'm a skeptic.
Yeah, but skepticism comes from the limitations of our kind of not understanding of AI, but limitations of AI, right? Because
yeah, so I get, of course, there are opportunities and there's much good work there as well. But I think the whole discourse around AI is now very much driven by, there's commercial interests behind it. So the stories about AI taking over the world is, of course, commercially also very interesting to put out there. And I think as scientists and researchers, we should step back a bit and really keep a very reflective and maybe slightly critical perspective on these kinds of technologies, and be open and honest about what they can do, but also very much about what they can't do, and also think about the harms that they do at this point, as well as perhaps some of the opportunities that are there.
Yeah, I think we can finalize this conversation by saying that critical thinking is essential.
Definitely. Yeah, that's always a good one to end on.
Right. Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed this conversation. We covered, so many things in such a small period of time, but I hope it kind of sparked some inspiration. Will spark some inspiration in our listeners.
I hope so too.
Again, thank you so much.
Thank you, Julia. It was nice talking.